What's going on, X community? Exostomp here, and today, people, we're going to be going over a week 2 match versus the Saginaw Spiritombs. So, first things first, I do want to mention that obviously I've already played this game, but I forgot to record because it was as soon as I woke up, and they were leaving for vacation, I think. Or they were going on an airplane, so I'm assuming vacation at 2 o'clock, and I woke up at like 1:30, so I just had to get on my computer as fast as possible. Streamlabs was not loading very fast, so I was like, alright, I'll just record after. So here we are. And then I forgot to actually do this. So this was a little bit earlier on in the week. And I did want to make sure that they were able to at least play their game. I didn't want to give them an extension if there is a possibility that we didn't need to do that. And yeah, so here we are. So I only built half this team. It was a very fast building process, so a lot of these things are either standard or I just threw them in randomly. So this was pretty random. I just did 252. This is very standard kind of set. 50 Cent here. I gave him a choice band. Choice band Bullet Seed did well in team preview, looked pretty good. Mach Punch also I liked because of the Cloister. In case it's pretty full HP, I can Mach Punch and kill it. Rock Tomb is nice, and then Superpower is good for a nuke. Again, very standard, didn't really do much with it. This, I knew that I needed it for Cloister because it was really my only mon that could necessarily take a +2 from it, so I gave it a little bit of defense, and then everything else I literally made it random. I don't know what these EVs are for because they aren't for necessarily anything besides the Cloister. I just gave it a bunch of HP and defense. So here we have Volt Switch, Scald, Heal Bell, Ice Beam. Heal Bell was for, I had Rest Marowak, but then I opted against it, and then I totally forgot that I had it on here, but you know, that's fine. Got Odino, Wish Protect, Toxic, and Knockoff. This is pretty standard. Odino, I knew I wanted to bring Odino, but didn't know what to do with it, so I just made it max Spadef. Again, this is another mon that I didn't do much with. All these, actually most of these mons I didn't do much with, besides I think maybe just the Inteleon. I think I gave it the moves. I didn't really give it stats or anything yet, but Earthquake, Fire Punch, Knockoff, and Stealth Rocks. I wanted this to be more defensive. I don't think this is for necessarily a specific thing. I knew I wanted it for Embor, but I didn't calc anything. I just kind of threw stuff in. Lightning Rod is for Wild Charge from the Embor, and yeah, I think that's that. And then Hatterene, you guys can see I don't know what I was doing with this. There was nothing specifically that I was doing with this. I think I just put a 6th mon on here because I had 5, and I was like, Hatterene's probably good, you know, you get magic mounts, so I just threw random stuff on here. But yeah, this was the team. Let's get into the battle real quick. I'll do this pretty quickly for you guys. I'll put it on slow though. So we got Duraludon versus my Inteleon. I wasn't sure if this was AV, so I wanted to U-turn out, and I went right into my Lantern because I knew I could take a hit from whatever it wants to do. Flash Cannons, oh, this is perfect. So here what I should have done is I knew he wouldn't go for a Flash Cannon again. He would either go for a Draco or he would go for Rocks, and both Hatterene would be able to take. But these moves I had to make super quickly, like I said, running out of time here, so I just stayed in and Volt Switched as he rocks. So if I took a little bit more time to think about it, I would have done that, but 23%. So that means that my Inteleon should be able to kill it because that is not AV whatsoever. So I just Ice Beam here to knock it out, which is perfect. And then I was like, well, Cloister has to come in now because it's pretty free to set up. I was kind of thinking he would have like a flip turn or a teleport or something to kind of scout to see what I'd go into. Because if you teleport here into Sceptile on my, let's just say Lantern, then I would have to switch out again because I need this thing for your Cloister, and it just got chipped by a Stealth Rock. So, and you know I'm not staying in and Ice Beaming this thing. That would make no sense. So, I don't know. I feel like setting up this early was a mistake. Because obviously I have Lantern. I switched right into it because I wanted that Leftovers recovery just in case crits happen or something. It's nice to have a little bit. So, obviously he goes for the Rock Blast. And this does a decent amount. I'm not sure if a crit would have killed. Maybe 2 crits. But go for the Volt Switch, and obviously that kills. And so now I could basically use this for fodder if I really need to. I go into Audino. I want Emboar to come out, so I'll be able to go right into Marowak, because I want to take down this Emboar here. So I go right into Marowak, and he goes for the Flame Charge, which obviously means he's going to be outspeeding, which is okay with me, because you were outspeeding anyways. So this is okay. And I know he's probably going to go for an Earthquake or switch out. I go for an Earthquake of my own, because you wouldn't switch into a Sceptile. So, what, you want to switch to Meloetta? Probably not either. So yeah, Earthquake was a safe bet here. Knock out the Emboar. I was like, okay, there's 2 setup bonds. That's kind of annoying. Morpeko comes out. I was going to run over Rocks on this. I was going to run Protect in case he was a Protect, like Morpeko set, to try to get the Dark typing for the Marowak. But I decided against it, obviously, as you guys saw. So here I just switched right out in the Breloom because I knew Breloom can take it on pretty well. He goes for the Parting Shot, and I forgot this thing had a Parting Shot, to be honest. So it goes right into Sceptile here, and here I knew I could knock it out with Superpower, and I knew that like he wouldn't go straight for the Acrobatics. He would try to Swords Dance up because he already showed 2 setup mons, and I feel like at this point you just run all setup mons. So there's the Swords Dance, and go for the Superpower here. It is Sash, so that means that I need to sack something. Obviously, I go right into Marowak because it is low enough to die from rocks. And we see here, it goes for Aerial Ace, which is really, really interesting because if you wanted to win, you should have gone for Aerial Ace on my Breloom there. And then Swords Dance up on anything else, because if you Swords Dance up on anything else, nothing else has priority besides Inteleon, but as you saw, I was a special attacker, so I probably didn't have priority there. So you probably could have just won like that. But nonetheless, I go back into Breloom and I press Mach Punch here. And now this is when the tides turn here. So I always lose to Meloetta, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but I always do. I don't know what set. There's so many sets this thing has. I think it's 16 points right now. Probably gonna go up to 17 next time, probably, because it's so freaking good. But here what I should have done is stayed in and Mach Punched, because I don't need Breloom anymore. I was thinking I might need it for Morpeko, but everything on my team was a Morpeko hit, so I didn't need it anymore. If I just stayed in and Mach Punched, I would have done a ton because of Choice Band. And so yeah, I switched right into Lantern to sack it, because I was thinking maybe it's Relic Song. But no, it's sub, and I was like, okay, this isn't good at all. Okay, I guess I'll just Scald and try to break it, and then it's Calm Mind, and I'm like, oh no, this is not good at all. So this doesn't break, obviously. And then he goes for, yeah, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Then he goes for Hyper Voice, and so I go into Hatterene, because I was thinking Psyshock might break the sub here, but I don't know. I honestly don't know why I went in the Hatterene here. Why did I go for Giga Drain? What? Oh, that's definitely my fault. Yeah, I don't know how to play around sub Calm Mind Meloetta. But hey, you know what? Both Meloetta and Swellow are gone, meaning like I don't need to verse them again, so I might be a little lucky next time. But yeah, goes for the Psychic here. I don't know. I was confused as to how it outsped, but also live like a Giga Drain, stuff like that. I should have, again, just went for Mach Punch, obviously. Because if I went for Mach Punch here to break the sub, I go into Inteleon and try to Snipe Shot crit this thing. Because if I was able to crit it, I might have killed. I think I probably killed. But no, I don't even get the crit on the sub anyways. So yeah, this was GG's. There's no way I can go about this of winning. So yeah, I screwed myself over. This I honestly I rushed myself because I wanted Kiwis to, you know, obviously play before vacation, because I hate when, you know, people are doing something and, like, you know, I didn't want to rush them, right? In turn, I rushed myself. Now I didn't know he was going on vacation next week, or that week. If I knew that, obviously I would have set my alarm and woke up. But I was doing pick'ems for you guys that whole night until like 4 a.m. So obviously I was a little busy, and so I just totally forgot that I had to wake up. So, and also I didn't think it was a big deal, because we just said a certain time, but you never said you had to play before a certain time, which would have been very nice. But nonetheless, we're now 0-2. Honestly, at first I was super annoyed, but you know what? Things happen. I'm really trying to focus on a lot of things at once right now, so I don't mind losing. The thing is, I lost because I didn't take the time to really look at, like, okay, so I knew Cloister, Sceptile, Embor. Those Mons were gonna be annoying, so I had Mons for them, and obviously I beat them. Meloetta, I didn't bring anything specifically. I was gonna bring actually Skuntank, like a Spadef Skuntank, to kind of take on this Meloetta, but I only had 5 Pokemon on my team, so I just put Hatterene, and that was a huge mistake, as you guys saw. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna be taking the time. Definitely after this game, I started to prep for my next match, which is actually Arvid. And I need to beat Arvid because I don't want to be 0-3. So yeah, I'm gonna be prepping for that. But anyways, guys, that was the match. Definitely next time we get into it, I'll have better sets, but some of these sets I did like obviously like the EVs, some of them made no sense, but I did kind of like Super Power Breloom. I thought that was really powerful. I really liked the this Marowak set. I kind of like how it has like 3 immunities basically, so it's really fun. But I don't know. I'm just having fun with Mons right now that I haven't used before in draft. So super fun. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed, please leave a like, and yeah, there will be something if I can find a particular Adobe After Effects thing. I will be able to put out another video or something that I know you guys enjoy. So that'll be coming soon, hopefully, if I can find it. If I can't find it, I'll make another one, I guess. It might take a while, but yeah, that is it. We are done, so I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.